PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Alberta Classic. All set to go. We take you to the first hole. Getting ready to get the tournament started. Frank, first tee jitters?
Oh, everybody gets them. That's the beauty of it. If you don't, you shouldn't be playing this game. Just try and think nice and slow.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway. We'll settle. Frank, now the second shot here at the par 4 opening hole. What are we looking at?
But with a short iron in hand, Rich, I mean, you just go flag hunting straight out of the gate. It's a generous green.
Good looking shot right here. That is a beauty, a real beauty. And getting ready for the putt. So makes the birdie putt, now 1 under for the tournament. So Frank, a par 4 to open, and we back it up with a relatively short par 3.
This green's surrounded by 6 bunkers. Green also shaped slightly towards the player's left, so just keep your eye on that depending on where the flag is.
Appears to be tracking well. That will be a great look at birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
has it for another birdie. 2 holes, 2 birdies. Frank, how about the first par 5 of the golf course here at the 3rd? Just a shade under 530 yards. Good birdie opportunity?
It certainly is. There's 3 bunkers just down that left side. Avoid those, and this par 5, very reachable.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
That was just a beautiful drive. You hit it solid and right in the middle. This is all feel with a lob wedge. Down, little Sheba. Down! Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the green side bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options. And you don't have to hit the ball first.
So at the 3rd, the approach is on the green, but it's a long ways from the cup, about 30 feet away. This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, not in contention, but in for par. And we pick up action at the 4th. As we catch up with today's featured golfer, we have already seen some excellent play. Frank, what are some of the keys to keeping this early momentum?
Basically just trying to do the same things. We're seeing good driving, good approach play, and very good speed on the green right now. Keep doing the same thing.
This could be a good one. On the green, and a chance for birdie. Eyeing this putt for a birdie. Pretty good effort right there. Shouldn't be a problem here. Frank, you know what gets me about this game? Here a person makes a legitimate effort, makes a good stroke, and that ball spins around and is just laughing at the player. And now what's left, you could breathe on that ball. It counts the same as a 300-yard drive. It's not right.
But it's the beauty of the game.
Well, again, Frank, we get that good mix of holes here. We've had a couple of par 3s, a short par 5, and that opening par 4. Now at the 5th hole, 424-yard par 4.
The first bunker on the right, not really in play for the good players. Just be a little cognizant of that one on the left side, you know, and what club you want to hit off the tee. Ideally, that line is the 3rd bunker, the one in the distance. It's a good line off the tee here.
Second shot now to the par 4 5th.
Just minimally uphill, Rich, with a green too that opens up towards that left side. Just want to make sure you carry the front. You can pitch the ball well into the middle of the screen and not really worry about it. Once the flag is past that middle section, though, players are definitely going to have to go further left. And there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Has it now sitting at 2 under par for the tournament. Frank, you played at the highest level all over the world. What was a comfortable yardage for you on holes like this?
I actually had a club, believe it or not, that just the grooves on it, it would go 105 yards. It was a lofted sand on, whether it was out of the first cut or rough or the fairway. So if I could hit it around 100 yards, I could almost hit that distance with my eyes closed. After that, 70 yards was the next one. So everybody has that little sort of sweet spot with the wedge.
So that means on a hole like this, you were looking for something off the tee in the 265 to 270 range, and that would put what club in your hand?
Just in those days, it was a 53-degree sand iron, yeah.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. Now to the long par 5 7th hole, 602 yards, Frank. They call it hoodoo.
Yeah, it's nothing for a little muscle man. Bust one up the tee there. Well, actually it is. You're going to need two of your best if you want to reach this par 5 and 2. So start with a good one.
They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee. And now the second shot here at this par 5. Setting up for the approach, this player in total command.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The decision-making, club selection's being spot on, but the execution, the swing, is really what I'm admiring right now.
It has been a ball-striking clinic today, hitting one green after the next. These putts keep the round together. Good birdie right there.
Yeah, this game, when you can't win, it's all about top 10s, top 20s. And currently, that's exactly where they stand.
Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water, Frank. Only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15-foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. Maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all.
Second shot. All things pointed to a good week. Birdie there, very important right now.
Playing some good golf. So we'll round out the front side here at Banff Springs with a par 5 and reasonably short at only 501 yards.
So very reachable because of that yardage that you just referenced. Hole bends a little bit to the right. You can favor the left side with a tee shot. It's just going to make that angle on the second a little bit easier.
She's ended up on the fairway and with such a good lie. So many more options available now. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Frank, out of the rough, best to swing a little bit easier or get after it with all you have.
Well, a little bit in between. Obviously, it's going to require a little bit of strength to make sure that club keeps going through, but it's still the planning of the shot. Once again, check short. Is there anything I have to carry? And even remember, there's always the option of just simply pitching the ball down the fairway and taking your medicine.
Frank, I have to say I've been impressed by the level of golf today. Really came out here with a solid game plan and executed.
I agree. We've seen some great shots out there, and I'm excited to see how the rest of the round plays out.
Might go deep here into red numbers.
Another good swing, another good approach shot.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Oh, what a putt from long distance, bottom of the barrel. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Here we go. Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie.
Really? This is that awkward length.
And with that birdie, moving into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
And we're starting to notice the name.
Now to the 11th hole. It's a par 4, 417 yards. Frank, what's the key here?
A nice little draw down that left side would be the ideal tee shot. The carry on the two little bunkers down the left side really isn't overly long, but that's the desired entry into this green.